Chapter 28 Belching Stinky Smoke. What gene pool did you come from? Wait, what? Insert scream. As it turned out, getting an elephant into the way station was not as hard as I imagined. I'd had visions of trying to cram Livia up a ladder chute or renting a helicopter to drop her through the roof hatch into the griffin nests. But as soon as we arrived at the side of the building, the bricks rumbled and rearranged themselves, creating a wide archway and a gentle downward ramp. Livia tromped inside without hesitation. At the bottom of the corridor, we found a perfect elephant stable with high ceilings, ample stacks of hay, slated windows to let in the sunlight, a stream wending through the middle of the room, and it had a big screen television turned into Hephaestus's TV elephant channel, showing the real elephants of the African veldt. I did not know that Hephaestus TV had such a channel. It must have been included in the premium bundle, which I did not subscribe to. Best of all, there was not a gladiator or a set of elephant armor in sight. Livia huffed in approval. "I'm glad you like it, my friend." I dismounted, followed by Thalia. "Now enjoy yourself while we go find our hosts." Livia waded into the stream and rolled onto her side, giving herself a trunk shower. She looked so content I was tempted to join her, but I had less pleasant matters to attend to. "Come on," Thalia said. "I know the way." I didn't see how. The way station shifted and changed so much it shouldn't have been possible for anyone to learn their way around. But, true to her word, Thalia led me up several flights of stairs, through a gymnasium I've never seen, and back to the main hall, where a crowd had gathered. Josephine and Emmy knelt by the sofa where Georgina lay shaking, crying, and giggling. Emmy tried to get the little girl to drink some water. Joe dabbed Georgina's face with the washcloth. Next to them stood the throne of Nimazine, but I couldn't tell whether they had tried to use it or yet. Certainly, Georgie appeared no better. Over at Josephine's workstation, Leo was inside Festus's chest cavity, using a welding torch. The dragon had curled up as tightly as possible, but he still took up a third of the room. The side of his rib cage was propped open like the hood of a Mack truck. Leo's legs stuck out, sparks showering the floor around him. Festus didn't seem concerned by his invasive surgery. Deep in his throat, he made a low, clattering purr. Calypso looked fully recovered from yesterday's jaunt to the zoo. She dashed around the room, bringing food, drink, and medical supplies to the rescued prisoners. Some of the folks we freed made themselves right at home, helping themselves to the pantry, rummaging through the cabinets with such familiarity, I suspected they'd been long-time residents at the way station before they were captured. The two emaciated boys sat at the dining table, trying to pace themselves as they chewed on pieces of fresh bread. Hunter Kowalski, the silver-haired girl, stood in a tight circle with the other hunters of Artemis as they muttered together and cast suspicious glances over at Listieres. The Cornhusker sat in a recliner in the corner, facing the wall, his wounded leg now properly bandaged. Sarah, the Dracene, had discovered the kitchen. She stood at the counter, holding a basket of fresh henhouse eggs, swallowing each one whole, one after another. Tall, Dark, and Jasmine was up in the griffin roost, making friends with Helios and Abelard. The griffins allowed him to scratch under their beaks, a sign of great trust, especially since they were guarding an egg in their nest, and no doubt worried that Sarah might see it. Sadly, Jasmine had put on clothes. He now wore a caramel brown business suit with an open-collared dress shirt. I didn't know where he'd found such a nice outfit to fit his massive frame. Perhaps the way station supplied clothing as easily as it supplied elephant habitats. The rest of the freed prisoners milled around, nibbling on bread and cheese, staring in awe at the stained glass ceiling, and occasionally flinching at loud noises, which was completely normal for those suffering from post-commodious stress disorder.